technical to confirm. Give me a minute. Yeah, I mean, sorry, it took a bit while because of my network. So, welcome everyone. Hi, welcome to my today's session, and this is barathkumarkarunanidhi, and today we'll be talking more on beta testing. So, the basic concepts of beta testing and how do we use it and when do we use it. All those things we covered in the last video session, and today we'll be continuing with that, and I'll be answering few more questions like how do we get the feedbacks from the users, and what types of issues that usually we identify during the beta testing, and what is the duration and what are the next steps for the beta testing. So things we'll be discussing in today in this today's video. So when it comes to how do the users provide during the beta testing, so we give the product a beta version of a product to the test, and we ask them to test it. So we sit with them and we train them like what are the features that is there in the product, and we train them how to test it and how to use the product and all. So after that they start testing like they start using the product and they start testing it, and the feedbacks. So how do they give the feedbacks to us? So it could happen any of the following ways: either using surveys or questionnaires, and feedback forms you can ask them to fill in, and so you conduct a online session or offline with them, discuss with them, and then collect the feedback during the sessions as well, and have a discussion, as I mentioned, discussion forums as such. You can have a portal where you can capture the feedbacks from the team at beta testers, and the interviews as well works out. So you can interview or sit with them and ask questions. As we mentioned, questionnaires are there. So that is a questionnaire. Surveys or questionnaires, you give them a form, questionnaire form, and then they fill it up. But interviews, you raise questions, you ask them with a one-to-one discussion with them, and then get the feedbacks from the testers. And next is about once they have testing is done, they can obviously send emails what all the issues they found in the product. That can also happen. And we have bug tracking tools, Jira or any other tools that's there. You can obviously have use that tools and track the list of bugs and get the list from them. And again, feedback also there, so you can use that as well. So these are the various ways from which the use can provide the feed to the product managers or the company as such, right? So this is what are the next is about what types of issues are typically discovered during this beta testing phase. Okay, so when we go for beta testing, obviously we want the product to be tested in full fledged, so that we don't miss issues, or we don't release product to the customers, or we don't go live with heavy or complex bugs existing. So we don't have any issues in the product. We need to make sure that an extensive testing is always preferable. Okay, so in doing that, we always get issues on the usability, like the usability of the product or the features is not that great, and we need to handle it in another way. So likewise, so how the users are using the product, that usability issues will be there, and bugs and glitches. So any blocker issues or critical issues that is there, that is stopping the product from moving forward, or stopping the user from accessing the product further. So that will all happen. That those issues will be kept next. And any performance problems, low testing, when many users are coming in, if there are any performance issues happening, and compatibility issues, next is about that. So where the OS versions or the browser versions, or the different devices, or their Mac and Windows. So anything, so all these compatibility issues also will be checked and tracked. And security issues on the security front, while the data is there in the product and is it getting, or is someone able to hack the product? All those things can be even tested in beta version, right? And next, any feature gaps. So some feature we might have missed out, but that seem to be an important one for the users. If that feature, this will also be helpful. So maybe somewhere we missed out, but when we give it to the users, they feel that this feature is something which this will be helpful for the users. That's the suggestion. So that gaps will also be captured from the beta testers. and any user experience issues. So they use the product, and are they facing how is the user journey, how is the user experience they're facing when using the product from the launch to the end of the steps, all the steps. So any experience issues that there is experience issues there, that also will be captured. So these are the various types of issues that usually that is captured during the beta testing process, and that will be extensive, and we capture this to ensure that we release a bug-free product, at least not any blocker or critical major bugs existing. So we are any severe bugs or low risk bugs is fine, but not any high risk bugs. Okay, so that way we need to make sure the product is stable when it goes to the customers in the market. So what is the duration of the beta testing usually? So it varies. Like beta testing will last for it can go from weeks to months. That depends on major three factors: the complexity of the product, and the feedbacks you received, or you want how much, what is the volume of feedback you wanted from the end user, and what are the feedbacks you are how long you're receiving some feedbacks, and you need to work on that as well. So what are the volume of feedback you received, and what are the you're expecting from them. So all those scenarios are there, and the development schedule. So development schedule also, these are the three factors that actually impacts the beta testing duration. That is why people sometimes some company will go for a phased approach. Product is there, and they will have release multiple versions, so like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, but end will be beta, and they will release phase by phase, and whatever the bug found in phase 1, maybe that gets fixed in the phase 2, like so it goes in that iteration wise. So that's a phased approach. So they'll be able to extensively check on each and every features that is there. If we go phase by phase approach. So that's when some companies opt for that. And here comes I just need to add this point where they call it as closed beta and open beta. So closed beta is nothing but the beta version of the product is given to a closed set of selected users. So like for example, 10 members or 20 members who know that whom you know very well, only those users will be testing the product. That is where closed beta comes in. When it comes to open beta, it's open to the public forum as well, public as well. So they can, whoever is interested can come and test it, and that is where the open beta comes in. So that's the difference between closed beta. So that is some companies when they start with closed beta before giving it to the customer. So when you must have seen a few product pages where they will release the product and they have the product, you can download it or you can start logging in and using it, but they will obviously mention the beta on the top. So that is an open beta where it's also available for the public to access it and test it. So but we can expect that everything will work fine because that's still a beta version. So but that's an open beta. So you can obviously go ahead and do testing. That is fine. You can try out what is there, and if at all you find any issues or any bugs, yes, you can obviously send a feedback to them, and they'll be obviously happy to help or happy to resolve that. So that is about the duration part and the phased approach and open beta and closed beta. And so what happens after the testing is complete? Beta testing is complete. So obviously, once the beta testing is completed from the testers, we get the feedbacks from that is there. So once that feedback is all received, what happens is you analyze the list of feedbacks that you receive from the team. You sit and prioritize which is all to be fixed and which can come later. All those analysis and prioritization can happen, and do the necessary documentations wherever needed, and then start working on the bug fixes, or any feature additions supposed to happen. That also can be done, or any change in the existing features based on the feedback received. Yes, that can happen as well. So bug fixes, first is analysis and prioritization and documentation wherever needed. Next is fixing the bugs whichever is supposed to be fixed, and then changing the features that is existing. And then any new features that can be added. So we talked about the gaps, right? Identifying the gaps. So any gaps that is there and which we got as a feedback from the users, yes, we can obviously pitch that as well here. And then once all the bug fixes is all done and test again done from the internal team and everything is good to go, then yes, then that comes the go to market strategy. So people start working on the GTM plan and take. I mean, of course, this starts even prior to. Even this is supposed to be started well in advance, but GTM takes care of the launch activities as such. So that's where GTM comes in, and then the go live activities. So go live activities will be that GTM is equal to again go live activities. That's all together comes in, and everything is set in place so that the final launch can happen on the specific day. So that's where go live happens into the market for the customer. It will use the product and the product's benefits, right? So these are the uh, next steps that will happen after the beta testing is completed, right? So your questions, that could be questions like, how can I participate in a beta testing? Is that possibility is there? How do I do that? And all that. If you have some questions like that, yes. Well, of course, if you're a college fresher, or if trying to know about more about software industries, and you want to learn more about how and product lifecycle works and all that things, this can also help you out very well here. So start with joining beta testing communities and any beta testing programs that's there in the industry. Yes, you can obviously check for that and join in those communities and programs, and follow the companies and uh, follow the companies, and they'll be obviously putting in an announcement on the social media or social media platforms, obviously, so that if they are in need of beta testers, yes, they'll be posting it there in the social media. And they will obviously, if it's available for if it's available for open beta, yes, then that will also be there. Product launch is there, and beta version launch is there. That's where everybody will have access to that particular product. So you follow those companies updates, and then you will be able to capture the beta availability of the product, so that you can work and you can start networking more and get to know with the know through network that any beta testing is available, facility is available, or the option is available. You can obviously pitch in, and you can check for internships with the product companies, where when you go into product companies as an intern, then obviously you'll be able to explore the product entirely from the scratch. You will have the experience of having the being in the presence of running through the product lifecycle right from scratch to the release. And if you're an intern there, and you'll be able to obviously use the product and do the beta testing for them. So that will also help you out on any hackathons that's there in your domain or in your industries. Yes, follow on that, and you'll be able to get access to beta testing of certain products. So these are various ways you can participate in beta testing as a college fresher, or even any being in any other domain you wanted to move into product management or testing. Yes, these things all can happen. So especially this is for product management, as mentioned. So if at all you're going to have start your career in product management, and these things you can have an hands-on exposure on products and how it is going to work and how it's going to be being in the zone of product development and product development life cycle, everything. So that's it for today. I hope you found this information interesting, and hope you hope you got some value out of this session. So keen all your feedbacks and inputs in the comments below, and I would want to welcome you to my Facebook page, barathkumarkarunanidhi. That now what you're seeing here in Facebook is my personal profile. I have created a Facebook page on my name, and I would want you to join in my join in that page and follow my updates on product management. And henceforth, after this 90-day challenge of content creation, I'll be totally migrating all my product management updates to that Facebook page, and this will be totally my personal profile. So use the link. That link is also available in the comment section below. Use that link and join my Facebook page, and I will also try to send requests to everybody, to every friends of mine, and I'll try to pull more members into the page. Yes, and also feel free to join my VIP Facebook group that is separate. VIP Facebook group, and to get more update on product management. So I'll be leveraging on both these pages, my group as well as my Facebook page, and use the calendar link to start to schedule an one-to-one appointment with me, so that we can have an one-to-one conversation on any product management related clarifications or career consultations as well. And download my free ebook on 6 ways to start your career in product management. The links for all these is available in the comment section below. Use it well. And that's it for today. See you again in the next video. Until then, this is Barathkumarkarunanidhi signing off. Have a nice day. Take care and bye-bye.